A group of pro-life activists got arrested outside of John Boehner's office in Washington, D.C. to put a little pressure on Boehner and to bring the spotlight on him for his failure to help pass the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. I don't know who comes up with some of these names. That was a real tongue twister. Anyway, the bill would outlaw all child killing, almost all child killing, at 20 weeks and past, because the child at that point can feel pain. This would save probably 80, 100,000 lives a year, which is no small thing. I don't want to get into the ethics of whether or not half a loaf is ethical when it comes to killing babies and passing legislation that would stop that murder. Please, let's have that discussion on another day. So Boehner and some Republican leaders said that as soon as the Congress was sworn in, that they would pass this bill. And a group of treacherous Republican women helped to torpedo it. And Boehner, as a good and strong leader, went along with them, and the bill is doing nothing. All right? So you have 8 people. There were 8 people there. Among them, some names that some of the pro-life community might recognize: Jill Stanek, Patrick Mahoney, Troy Newman, and Mr. Mahoney's wife was also there. I was very sad that, as far as I could tell, because I've been searching, they did not get any secular media coverage, or what we would call mainstream media coverage. And, you know, why didn't they? Clearly, they worked their hearts out to try and get the press out. One of the things that has so disgusted me in over 30 years of fighting for unborn babies is personal agenda in the media. All right? Whether it's the assignment editor at a television show or a television news station or a newspaper, or whether it's the reporters themselves, many of them believe in killing babies. They just do. And they are not going to give pro-life activities and pro-life people media coverage unless they absolutely have to. Many times that is at play. And this is one of the things with those of us that are in media. We must not allow personal agenda to keep us from reporting the news and giving credit to where credit is due. That's very critical, because the right-wing media and the ghetto media of the Christian press, and then devolving to the ghetto media of the pro-life press, has often been rife with personal agenda. They'll just put it to you like that. What we'll cover and what we won't cover. So here were these 8 people. God loved them, standing up saying, look, you guys betrayed us. You need to pass this bill. I would bet that some of the people there, this was their first time being arrested. Jill Stanek said this is her first time being arrested. Nice to have you in that list, to have your name on that list. But here, I want to use this to just discuss a few elements. Number one, there was 4 people there, Mr. Mahoney and his wife, Mr. Newman, Ms. Stanek. They had been pushing this for weeks. For weeks, they have been trying to recruit people. They have had, I don't know, I don't do Facebook, but I heard something about a Facebook page. I don't know, is it a like or a club or something? All right, so with all of their effort, and with press coming to them ahead of time, such as through WorldNet Daily, they were able to get 4 people. 4 people. How can this be? How can this be? One of the reasons that Boehner and the Republican so-called pro-life Congress have shelved this bill and have not feared any backlash from voters is exemplified in how few people they could get to risk arrest. And it's a $50 or $100 post and forfeit. I've done this drill many times. Been arrested in the very halls that these fine people were getting arrested in. and they cuff you, they take you down, you're talking to the police, it's amicable, they let you off, they take your license, they write down your information, and you can actually post a bail and then forfeit it later by not showing up to court, and it's over. The end. We're not talking about time in jail, we're not talking about time in prison, we're not talking about massive court costs. And yet, only 8 people. God save us. This is why Boehner and the Republican leadership fear no backlash. Because there's no backlash to fear. I have to take a break. When we come back, I want to look just a little bit closer at why we're in such an abysmal state, remembering that the commandment of God still remains. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Do not stand back and let them die.
Hey, everyone's been asking me, when's Unstoppable coming out on DVD? Well, it's here. And I have created my own deluxe signature version of Unstoppable that contains not only the movie, but over 5 hours of additional curriculum and study guides for your family. It's perfect for your homeschool, educational facility, small group Bible study, and family devotions. And I'm going to share with you some of the spiritual warfare that surrounded the release of this film. This box set also includes extended scenes, new music videos, the inside scoop on the whole Facebook controversy. So what are you waiting for? I made this special version with my family in mind, and I know your family will be blessed by it too. Unstoppable 2.0 Deluxe Signature Version, available only here at KurtCameron.com. I can't wait for you to experience what's inside.